So within the 10 Commandments, literally one of the first ones is, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." And within the Holy Book, there's a recurring pattern of worship the main God before the others. Now from that perspective, God would seem like a narcissist. Like, what's this? Don't you believe in freedom? We all have to blindly worship and not have self-expression? How much love do you need? Now, one of the biggest factors in Christianity is a belief in free will. And I believe that in the end, God wants people to be allowed to express themselves and be free. However, in hindsight, I do believe there is purpose to the whole believing in God above all else. You see, I don't think this comes from a place of narcissism. This guy's above these emotional trapfalls. Moreover, I think it comes from a simple want to help people get salvation. Now, I don't think believing in God is a direct ticket to heaven. There are a lot more factors to that. I think someone could be a nice and peaceful person and not believe in the Christian faith, maybe be a Buddhist or something, and have a chance to make it to heaven. And I believe it's possible to have someone who's a hardcore believer, yet is constantly spreading hate and bigotry to not get that special pass. However, I do think focusing on Christianity is a good way to be on the right boat and in the eyes of a dude. Like, from my personal experience, I was a pretty hard atheist for a long while. And even while I was in the pool of spiritual agnostic, I still played fast and loose with stuff. When zoning into Christianity, things became a lot more clearer. Like, I had ideas about there being a battle between Zeus and Ra, who's the literal sun, as an endgame. I just go strange places. But no, in the end, it's literally God and the devil. That's the real battle. Helped keep things simple. And God is trying to save as many souls as possible for salvation. God is literally Noah trying to fit as many people as he can onto his boat. And a good way to get on his purview is to believe in him. And there's a correlation with what he stands for and not giving bad temptation. I mean, looking at some of the other 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not steal. It wants people to be on the side of good, y'all. And it really calls into question what false gods are. Not just in other religions, but celebrities, personality, those who aspire to be the center of their universe, but are only self-perpetuating their bubble. We are all created in God's image. We all have this feeling, but it's a matter of keeping it in check. Maybe it could be seen as King Midas-esque cautionary tale. Be careful what you wish for. But anyway, these are just my interpretations. I find that the more I get into this, I see God as a more sympathetic being and trying to help people over just being a force, though it could be interpreted that way. Anyway, stay safe, praise Jesus, and cheers.